Have you ever wondered exactly how you can turn a conversation flirty without feeling like a fucking creepy ass? Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist and Playboy radio show host turned dating coach for men. And today I'm going to talk to you about exactly how to move things forward with women in a way that doesn't feel too forward or forced or fucking weird. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear how to seamlessly do these things to get to where you want with the women you want, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so I get a lot of guys that come to me and they just know that flirting is their biggest sticking point with women. But when I ask them about, well, how do you know flirting is your biggest sticking point? They'll say things like, oh, because it just feels weird and I don't want to say anything off-putting, or I don't want to be a creep. Because the reality is most men think that flirting means being romantic, which can sound cheesy as fuck if it's miscalibrated, or saying something sexual, which you don't want to do incorrectly. But the sad truth is a lot of gurus and dating coaches out there really push the concept of you needing to be intentional as fast as possible, or you needing to flirt from the door. So when you hear something like, okay, I know I need to flirt immediately so that she doesn't friend zone me, what you're hearing is I need to get sexual immediately, or I need to get romantic and cheesy and shit immediately. And that's what's most off-putting to you. And you would be correct. Why would you get like that as fast as possible with a woman that you don't even know? And therein lies the deeper issue, is you not really knowing what flirting is. So I'm gonna give you a lesson today. What is flirting? Flirting is simply moving it forward for the two of us together. That's it. But here's the thing you're absolutely correct on, despite being incorrect about what flirting is. You are absolutely correct that you shouldn't be moving things forward with somebody in certain situations. And those situations are when you are not actually connected. When there's not a genuine connection here and there's not genuine engagement, it's gonna be difficult to move forward together. If you and I do not have the momentum of a back and forth, and you and I are not connected on the same court and moving back and forth, it's gonna be hard to progress to the next round together. Am I right? It's like if you and I are is the word volley? No, in tennis. The US Open has been happening, I think. So if you and I are not doing this well together, neither one of us is gonna be like, okay, we should move on to the next round. Like what? We don't even have anything going on. We need the momentum, and we need to be connected in momentum to move forward together. So if you and I do not feel a genuine connection to one another, how are we gonna move forward together? If you and I do not have the momentum of a good back and forth, it's gonna feel a little forced to move forward together. Is that making sense? So for example, if you feel like you're pulling teeth with me with, what do you like to do for fun? Where did you go to college? So what do you do on the weekend? How connected do you think we are right now? If you could just guess my fucking answers, are we connected? No. Is there a good back and forth going? No. Or if you're just sitting there talking about yourself all the live long day, cutting me off, not asking me any questions about myself ever, how much of a back and forth do we have? How connected do you think we are? Exactly. So unless we are connected and we've got a good back and forth like this going, it's gonna be hard for us to roll forward together. So that is just the baseline for where you need to be. And that is the fastest way to make things flirty. Because if flirty means simply planting that seed of me and you, of us, it comes from a place of me and you being connected and having a really great back and forth. Okay? So if you and I have a lot of movement, meaning you open up, say something about yourself, I react, say something about myself, you keep going, and then there's zero effort between the two of us, that's momentum, right? That's energy, that's momentum. That is the fastest way to get flirty. Where you're like, look at us, we're so cute. Oh my God, look at us, we're the loudest one here. Oh my God, look at us, we're like the exact same person. Oh my God, look at us, we have the same coffee order. That's how fast you can move to flirty when we are connected. Does that make sense? Do you see how it wouldn't be creepy? Let's go back to all those examples. Okay, you and I are in the coffee shop and you're like, I don't know what to order. What are you getting? And I'm like, I get the pumpkin spice this time of year. And you say, oh God, wait, are we screaming? I made myself laugh in this fucking hypothetical scenario. And I am both the man and the woman in this. So again, that's an us, right? Or another example. Where do you want to be? You want to be at Whole Foods? Fine, let's be at Whole Foods. I never know which kombucha to get. How do you decide? Honestly, I just like always go for something that like has the word berry in it because it sounds very enticing. Oh my God, you sound like you need to be my mentor when it comes to choosing kombuchas. I know, right? Okay, see, I didn't even want to respond to the man. But again, I am both the man and the woman in this hypothetical situation, and I felt compelled to answer, even though it's a fucking role play and this is not really happening. Again, so that's how fast. Do you see how it's the third thing said all the time? Me, you, us. And the more reactions we have, the more chemistry there's gonna be, because that's all chemistry is. It's just a set of reactions. It is a set of reactions between two inert substances. And if we're talking about inert substances, when we talk about me and you, I'm talking about our raw, unfiltered selves. You say something from your brain and your body, and then you get me to say something from my brain and my body, and then the two of us are slapping bodies against each other. And if you want a more thorough guide on how to do this step by step, then me, you, us, so that you can get flirty as fast as possible without feeling like a fucking creep, without saying some shit you would never say ever, and without feeling like we shouldn't be moving forward, check out my Speak to Spark Arousal program, speaktosparkarousal.com. I lay out the steps so that every single guy can do this by the time you're done watching Speak to Spark Arousal, and you can see the results on women the second you try it out. If you've gotten Speak to Spark Arousal, please, please, please write in the comments your experience with it. I love, love, love reading these. I read all the comments because you don't need to say anything out of pocket. You don't need to say something that you saw some other dude say that doesn't feel quite right with you. You just need to use what you've got here and with me, because this movement right here is what's going to move us forward together. And that together is what Flirty is all about. So again, speaktosparkarousal.com. Use the back and forth to move things forward, because Flirty does not need to be sexual or romantic. And thank you for watching as always. I will see you next time.